charmed ones. If you follow my Instagram account, you may already know that earlier this week, I was sent a very beautiful gift from one of my favorite stationery companies, Kikki K. They sent me their medium-size lilac time planner for 2015, as well as an adorable little matching pen, which I'm absolutely in love with. And immediately, as soon as I received this, I broke it open and just started messing with all the inserts and got this all set up the way that I want it. And I thought that I would go ahead and show you guys how I have this set up, because as I was playing with this planner, I really fell in love with it. And I really think that it may be like the perfect girly planner. So if you're a planner person, or maybe you're interested in the Kikki K time planner, but would like to see some different ways that you can set up the planner to meet your needs, then stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how I've got this beautiful lilac planner set up. Okay guys, so here it is. This is the medium-sized Kikki K time planner in the lilac with the gold diamonds. I will give you guys a close-up of that so you guys can see how lovely that pattern is. This is a real leather binder, which is really awesome, and I think that they come in a really great price for the fact that you are getting a real leather binder. It is this sort of folio style that has an elastic band that keeps the planner closed. I am obsessed with these sorts of planners because I think that more so than a zipper planner or a planner that has a button closure, I think that the elastic band closures actually allow you to stuff more things into your binder. So I actually prefer this style. So let's go ahead and just open this up. And here is the inside of my planner opened up. So you can see here, I love this planner for a lot of reasons. It has a lot of really great pockets in the best places. First of all, here you've got a secretarial pocket. I don't have anything in there right now, but it's the perfect place to store stickers or notes or receipts or mail, whatever you have that's little that you can kind of just stick behind this flap. It's a wonderful place to store away little loose goodies. Then here we've got another deep pocket that's actually quite long, and I've got some labels in this pocket, as well as a little kitty ruler that I use to help me when I'm making marks and planning in my planner. It also has two more pockets right here. You can see this one larger pocket has my favorite iPhone sticky notes in it, as well as an array of little masking stickers and a card that came with the planner that says 2015, live it, love it. I absolutely love this, and I'm keeping it in the planner just in the back here and secured with a Kate Spade little bow paper clip. And then the final little pocket right here is something that's perfect size for maybe some page flags or business cards. I don't have anything in there right now. I just have some more Kate Spade paper clips that I love so much. So I keep them right there front and center in my planner, and they go beautifully with the gold rings of this planner. Now, if you've seen any of my other planner setup videos before, you know that I like to make my own custom dividers. But this planner came with the most beautiful peach dividers, and I really liked the way it looked overall in the planner, so I decided to go ahead and keep those. But this planner did come with a number of different inserts that I actually removed because they are 2015 inserts, and since we're still in 2014, I had to put in some of my own print-at-home planner inserts to kind of get me through the rest of the year. This planner also came with a lot of extra sections like addresses, birthdays, shops, and restaurants that I just don't need, but you'll see what I've done with the rest of the tabs as we keep going through the planner. Now, the first tab says monthly view, and that is a planner tab that I keep in place. And you can see here I have a month on 2 pages spread, and I'm actually using the Filofax month on 2 pages from 2014. They're free printables because I didn't want to have to purchase my own, and I didn't have any personal size planner pages that I wanted to use in this. So I just printed mine off Filofax. They work wonders when you're in a pinch like this and you need some months of a planner just to kind of get you through, or if you'd like to test out any other layouts of planner pages, definitely check out the Filofax website. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I link them below. So my month on 2 pages spread acts as my editorial calendar for my blog and my YouTube channel. So I actually use a little bit of color coding in my planner with some friction pens that help me keep track of when I have blog posts scheduled and videos scheduled for. And I like to use the notes section in this to kind of keep track of my monthly favorites and things like that. This marker that I have here is actually a magnetic page marker that also came from Kikki K. They sent this to me in a package earlier this year and I absolutely love the mint heart, so I have it here marking off my current month. The next tab in this planner is the weekly view, and if you are familiar with any of my latest setup videos for my previous planner, I use week per page planner pages for my weekly view because I really don't have that many things going on from week to week. So I like having one page with all of my to-dos kind of listed out, anything that needs to be scheduled or remembered. And I always like to use different page flags and kind of like sticky notes to make items stand out in my planner. You can see here that the current week in my planner is marked off with the frosted ruler that came with the Kikki K planner. It is removable and it is peach, and I think it is adorable. I also just have some Me and My Big Ideas pocket pages that I have glued together and use as kind of a page marker in this section as well. Now, something you'll notice on the opposite side of my week on one page is a task tracker. This is a printable that I have created for myself where I can list out a task here and check off what day of the week I completed on, or if it's something like going to the gym, I can mark off multiple days so I can keep track of when I'm getting things done. I think this is an awesome little tracker. It's a great addition to any planner. And if you guys are interested in getting any of my homemade inserts, please go check the description box below because I'll have more details on how you guys can get those and print them at home yourself. So the next section in this planner is my yearly section, and this is basically for my yearly goals or tracking bigger sorts of big picture items for my life. Now, as you can kind of tell, I've written in the word yearly here, and I've used just a little peach label and kind of stuck this on to cover up what this divider used to say, and I think it actually matches pretty well, so I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. Now, when you open up to this section, the first thing I have is this lovely printable for 2014 that says this is your year. Many of you may already be familiar with this. It was on Pinterest earlier this year, and a lot of different Filofaxers on YouTube and on the blogosphere have this in their planner. I've seen it all over the place and I absolutely love it. I just think it's a lovely quote. Next comes my 2014 goals, which is a printable I've made for myself based on my own goals for my life. And then I have a yearly calendar. This is one of those one page that pulls out yearly planners pages. I actually did a review on these planner pages and talked about how you can use them. I currently use them to track my health and fitness goals. Next, I just have a really rough life map sort of concept page here that kind of helps me to keep organized and focus on my big picture items throughout the year. And then the next set of pages are actually from a Punctuate planner from Barnes & Noble. And these are just monthly pages that I like to use to keep track of important monthly events. I also like to tick off the days of the month as I go through. It's just something to do, and it kind of lets you look forward to the next month and things like that. My next section is called Strange and Charmed, and again, I've made my own label for that. This is everything for my blog and YouTube and any business-related things that I need. The first thing I've got here is just a rough work schedule and daily routine for myself. Since I do work from home and I do work for myself, I like to have these sorts of routines just to kind of keep me in check, and whenever I have downtime, I kind of look at it and say, oh, what am I supposed to be doing next? And it really helps me kind of keep myself in check throughout my day. The next page I have in here is another printable that I made for myself. You guys may remember this from the Kikki K planner setup video that I did earlier this year in my large mint time planner, but I have this blog post tracker where I can basically write the blog post topics that I would like to write, and I can tick off whether or not they've been written, if I have my photos done for them, and if it's been scheduled on my blog. This is really helpful for helping me keep in track track of what I'm supposed to be writing about and when posts are due. Again, this is another printable that I can make available to you guys, so just look down below in the description box for more information about that. And then a few pages later, I've got the same thing, but for my YouTube channel. I just have it marked off with this little Target page flag. This one is obviously for my YouTube videos and ideas, and here the little ticks say filmed, edited, and cover. So this helps me keep track of my YouTube videos and when they're going up and the progress I've made on them. Now the rest of this section is just dedicated to tracking blog post ideas and different series ideas that I have. Anything that's related to my blog or my YouTube or my business, any ideas I have tons of different pages, as you can see in here as we flip through. I have a lot of different pieces of paper and things like that. Just a nice variety of different stock to use for writing down any notes that I have pertaining to my blog and my YouTube channel. The next section is my life section, and if the previous section was all about my business and my blog and my YouTube, this is all about everything else in my life. So I keep a lot of inspiration things in here and just information that I like to have in general handy with me. So the first thing I've got here is a Project Life card that has a little printable that I made on it. It's for the minimalist mantra. It's just a cute little quote that I really enjoy, so I like to keep it in my planner. The next few pages are marked off with these Martha Stewart little divider tabs. First, I've got a wish list for items that I may be interested in buying or getting as presents, but they're not necessarily something I need, or they might be too pricey for me to just kind of make an impulse buy. So I like to keep them on the wish list for whenever I have extra money, or if someone wants to buy me a gift, I can look and see what I've got on my wish list. The next page is a things I need page, and just to note, I did remake these pages for this planner, and so some of these pages aren't actually filled in yet because I just haven't gotten to that yet, but this still gives you an idea of how my planner is laid out. So this is things I need. This would be for anything that is like a real need, maybe an item of clothing or something that I need makeup wise or beauty wise or health wise that may not be something that I would pick up on like a grocery run. So I wouldn't go ahead and put like milk on this list because that's something that I would get on a weekly basis when I went grocery shopping. But things I need will just be kind of less important things that are needed in my life, just so I can keep track of them when I'm out and about shopping. So I make sure I get things when I'm out. And my final little top tab here is for the soul. I like to keep things like music that I want to download or listen to, and books that I'm interested in reading, things like that, even movies or documentaries, just anything that is for my soul in any way, shape, or form. So this is where I like to keep those things that I'm interested in checking out. The next thing I have is just a printed chores list. If you've seen my home cleaning schedule video, you may already be familiar with this, but I just kind of made this list into a printable and put it in my planner so that I could keep on track of my chores. And I've got a little side tab here with a little Bonnie sticker that she's doing the dishes, so I thought that was like doing chores. And I have that just so I can reference it from time to time. And then the rest of this section is, again, just blank note paper. A lot of my note paper I get from the Target dollar bins, and I either cut them down and punch them, or some actual pads from the Target dollar bins are actually a really good size for the planner. But I have a variety of different notepads in here that I use, just extra scratch paper so I can write down whatever I need. Now, the last section of the planner is something that actually came with it. It says to do, so I don't have a little label on top of that. And it's just to-do sheets that came with the planner. These came with the Kikki K planner. And I just use this for sort of things that I have to remember to do, but they are not necessarily time sensitive or not really that important. Again, I just got this planner and set it up so I only have one thing on there. So I don't have a whole to-do list, but any sort of running to-dos I would keep here. And then this came with a final section, but I don't need that many sections in my planner. This was the expense tab, but I just went ahead and flipped it around so that you couldn't see the word expense when you were looking down at the planner. And I kind of just use this as a page lifter because these planners don't come with one, and I think they're pretty necessary, or else, you know, you find that your pages start rolling. Now, the final thing about this planner is it does have a little notepad here, which I love, and I think it's nice and cute, so I've kept it in place. And it's just somewhere to jot down notes. If you needed to maybe write down a phone number or an email for someone, you could write it down and give it away. It's just a tear pad, but I like having that there. And of course, they have an elastic pen loop here where I've got this very pretty pen that was also sent to me by Kikki K. It says Live Bright, and it's got little hearts on it, which I think is really cute and goes really well with the planner. So I hope you've enjoyed taking a peek into my new Kikki K time planner with me today. If you would like to purchase a Kikki K time planner, I'm gonna go ahead and put the links down below to their website, as well as a free promotional item code for either a free pen or a free sticker that is good for September only. So if you do wanna go buy this, make sure you also use that promo code down in the description box so you can get a little free gift with your purchase. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and of course share it in your social media feeds. And make sure you're subscribed to my channel for more awesome videos by me. And don't forget to check out the end slate of this video. I'm going to link a playlist of my other Filofax and planner related videos in case you guys are in the mood to watch more planner videos, because I know as soon as I see a planner video, I have to watch 50 planner videos. So hopefully that will give you your fix for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.